are quarter-finalists and I think semi-finalists as well. Does that bring any nervousness?
No, it's just really past glories.
Preparation-wise, we know we've done our best. We have done drills. We have put in a lot of commitment and dedication. And we also know that horses are prepared for battle, but victory is of the Lord.
Which school do you want to qualify to come and meet you?
Any school that's worthy of facing St. Augustine's can come.
Other schools may think of maybe undermining and all others, but I want to say that this year we are in for the best.
Oh, our expectation is to enjoy and ourselves. Besides, we came here for an agenda. As our teammates will say, agenda.
We expect that the old boys will give us their support, and we expect the fans to watch out for us and keep praying for us.
This year, what sport are you in? Are you in the same pot with Buchi? No. But would you have loved to be in the same pot with them?
I would have loved to be even with the defending champions.
I see all the schools to be good and can be competitive. But as you all know, Infantry is a school. So I don't think they can compete with us.
You're not afraid of any school in your pot?
It's not about the name of the school.
Okay.
Yes.
It's about what?
It's about what you bring on board.
Last year when we came, performance wasn't as expected. So then this year we are hoping that by God's grace we'll be able to get the ultimate and take the trophy back to Ashanti region.
We're ready to surprise everyone here, and we don't want to disappoint our school. We want to bring great respect to our school and show everyone here that Corpus Christi is one of the best schools in Ghana.
So the thing is, in God's time, the right things will happen.
He makes everything beautiful.
Well, with the past competitors, the only setback they had was time. They didn't really have ample time to prepare for the competition. So most of the time it was just impromptu training, but this time we've had enough time to prepare.
From my experience in different extracurricular activities, I've learned that you should never underestimate any school. A competition is a competition. So you must always make sure that you are ready and well prepared for the contest.
Who is always pushing for you people to go and learn?
Me.
You are the one?
Yes.
How is the work?
It's kind of difficult, but it's manageable.
The quiz is not only about the competition, it's also about financial literacy. So we actually wanted to involve ourselves and also advertise our school.
But you know West Africa is a regional champion.
Yeah, we know.
Greater Accra regional champion.
We know.
How is that? How does that make you feel?
It's okay for us, although they are the regional champions, but then we are also coming for them.
In every situation there's a pressure. As we are going to contest like this, there's a pressure. So in order to handle that pressure, you need to you need to think on your feet.
This year, the 31 schools, we are not here to threaten them. We are just here to defend what our seniors did.
This is our third time actually participating in this quiz, and due to our previous experiences, we've been able to go back, do our homework well and our corrections, so we are coming back stronger and better.
I think last year we were actually very good, but yesterday we got to quarterfinals, so that means that there were some amendments that were needed, and I think this year those amendments have been done.
So Accra Academy are two-time champions. St. Louis are quarter-finalists and I think semi-finalists as well. Does that bring any nervousness?
No, it's just really past glories.
Preparation-wise, we know we've done our best. We have done drills. We have put in a lot of commitment and dedication. And we also know that horses are prepared for battle, but victory is of the Lord.
Which school do you want to qualify to come and meet you?
Any school that's worthy of facing St. Augustine's can come.
Other schools may think of maybe undermining and all others, but I want to say that this year we are in for the best.
Oh, our expectation is to enjoy from it and learn as well. And also we are here to surprise our alma mater and ourselves. Besides, we came here for an agenda, as our teammates will say, agenda.
We expect that the old boys will give us their support, and we expect the fans to watch out for us and keep praying for us.
This year, what pot are you in? Are you in the same pot with Buchi? No. But would you have loved to be in the same pot with them?
I would have loved to be even with the defending champions.
I see all the schools to be good and can be competitive. But as you all know, Infantry is a school, so I don't think they can compete with us.
You're not afraid of any school in your pot?
It's not about the name of the school.
Okay.
Yes.
It's about what?
It's about what you bring on board.
Last year when we came, performance wasn't as expected. So then this year we are hoping that by God's grace we'll be able to get the ultimate and take the trophy back to Ashanti region.
We're ready to surprise everyone here, and we don't want to disappoint our school. We want to bring great respect to our school and show everyone here that in Ghana.
So the thing is, in God's time, the right things will happen.
He makes everything beautiful.
Well, with the past competitors, the only setback they had was time. They didn't really have ample time to prepare for the competition. So most of the time it was just impromptu training, but this time we've had enough time to prepare.
From my experience in different extracurricular activities, I've learned that you should never underestimate any school.
Yes.
A competition is a competition.
Yes.
So you must always make sure that you are ready and well prepared for the contest.
Who is always pushing for you people to go and learn?
Me.
You are the one?
Yes.
How is the work?
It's kind of difficult, but it's manageable.
The quiz is not only about the competition, it's also about financial literacy. So we actually wanted to involve ourselves and also advertise our school.
But you know West Africa is a regional champion.
Yeah, we know.
Greater Accra regional champion.
We know.
How is that? How does that make you feel?
It's okay for us, although they are the regional champions, but then we are also coming for them.
In every situation there's a pressure. As we are going to contest like this, there's a pressure. So in order to handle that pressure, you need to you need to think on your feet.
This year, the 31 schools, we are not here to threaten them. We are just here to defend what our seniors did.
This is our third time actually participating in this quiz, and due to our previous experiences, we've been able to go back, do our homework well and our corrections, so we are coming back stronger and better.
I think last year we were actually very good, but yesterday we got to quarterfinals, so that means that there were some amendments that were needed, and I think this year those amendments have been done.
So Accra Academy are two-time champions. St. Louis are quarter-finalists and I think semi-finalists as well. Does that bring any nervousness?
No, it's just really past glories.
Preparation-wise, we know we've done our best. We have done drills. We have put in a lot of commitment and dedication. And we also know that horses are prepared for battle, but victory is of the Lord.
Which school do you want to qualify to come and meet you?
Any school that is worthy of facing St. Augustine's can come.
Other schools may think of maybe undermining and all others, but I want to say that this year we are in for the best.
Oh, our expectation is to enjoy from it and learn as well. And also we are here to surprise our alma mater and ourselves. Besides, we came here for an agenda, as our teammates will say, agenda.
We expect that the old boys will give us their support, and we expect the fans to watch out for us and keep praying for us.
This year, what pot are you in? Are you in the same pot with Buchi? No. But would you have loved to be in the same pot with them?
I would have loved to be even with the defending champions.
I see all the schools to be good and can be competitive. But as you all know, Infantry is a school, so I don't think they can compete with us.
You're not afraid of any school in your pot?
It's not about the name of the school.
Okay.
Yes.
It's about what?
It's about what you bring on board.
Last year when we came, performance wasn't as expected. So then this year we are hoping that by God's grace we'll be able to get the ultimate and take the trophy back to Ashanti region.
We're ready to surprise everyone here.
Okay.
And we don't want to disappoint our school.
Alright.
We want to bring great respect to our school.
Okay.
And show everyone here that Corpus Christi is one of the best schools in Ghana.
So the thing is, in God's time,
Okay.
the right things will
He
happen.
makes everything beautiful.
Well, with the past competitors, the only setback they had was time. They didn't really have ample time to prepare for the competition. So most of the time it was just impromptu training. But this time we've had enough time to prepare.
From my experience in different extracurricular activities, I've learned that you should never underestimate any school.
Yes.
A competition is a competition.
Yes.
So you must always make sure that you are ready and well prepared for the contest.
Who is always pushing for you people to go and learn?
Me.
You are the one.
Yes.
How is the work?
It's kind of difficult, but it's manageable.
The quiz is not only about the competition, it's also about financial literacy.
Okay.
So we actually wanted to involve ourselves and also advertise our school.
But you know West Africa is a regional champion.
Yeah, we know.
Greater Accra regional champion.
We know.
How is that? How does that make you feel?
It's okay for us, although they are the regional champions,
Yeah.
but then we are also coming for them.
In every situation there's a pressure. As we are going to contest like this, there's a pressure. So in order to handle that pressure, you need to you need to think on your feet.
This year, the 31 schools, we are not here to threaten them. We are just here to defend what our seniors did.
This is our third time actually participating in this quiz, and due to our previous experiences, we've been able to
In for the best.
Oh, our expectation.
In for the best.
Oh, our expectation is to enjoy from it and learn as well, and also.
As you all know, Infantry is a school. So, as you all know, Infantry is a school. So, I don't think they can compete with us.
You are not afraid of any school in your port?
It's not about the name of the school.
Okay.
Yes.
It's about what?
It's about what you bring on board.
Last year when we came, performance wasn't as expected. So then this year we are hoping that by God's grace we'll be able to get the ultimate and take the trophy back to Ashanti region.
We're ready to surprise everyone here.
Okay.
And we don't want to disappoint our school.
Alright.
We want to bring great respect to our school.
Okay.
And show everyone here that Corpus Christi is one of the best schools in Ghana.
So the thing is, in God's time,
Okay.
the right things will
He
happen.
makes beautiful.
Well, with the past competitors, the only setback they had was time. They didn't really have ample time to prepare for the competition. So most of the time it was just impromptu training. But this time we've had enough time to prepare.
From my experience in it, I've learned that you should never underestimate any school.
Yes.
A competition is a competition.
Yes.
So you must always make sure that you are ready and well prepared.
Our mother, the light of our lives, we shall let you shine, the Corpus Christi shine, in truth, hard work and selfless service to God and mankind. Thank you so much, Corpus Christi. So yes, I wouldn't go further. So Apam Senior High, you also give us your school anthem.
Obra Pajaura Kwang Esa Moto One Go Obra Pass Proudly I pass untempted as any air. Proudly it arouses the heart and the air. Proclaiming character and efficiency. What is the right and the best? Hosanna, glory be to God. Hosanna, may God bless our past. Hosanna, sing praises to God. Hosanna, our past forever.
Thank you so much, Apam Senior High School. So yes, we'll also take your school anthem. So who is taking the microphone? It should come back there. Who is taking the microphone? Who? Please, let's rise up. We are singing your school anthem. You take it.
To those who bore their thoughts, ready, sing. To those who bore their thoughts, by which was born, and O student of old, we pay you homage. To you who now man was, master, student, workers, well-wishers and friends, for to build peaceful future for us, and sure brotherhood, we respectfully, in spirit of joy, bow to you, we love your deed. May the Lord richly bless you.
Thank you so much, West African Senior High School. So yes, once again, I'm reminding you that this is NIQ 2025, the very first day we are starting the prelims, and this is the second contest and probably the last contest of the day, which will go on between the Corpus Christi, Apam Senior High, and then West African Senior High School. We are hoping that this would be one of the best contests that we have had, and a very healthy one to say. So yes, to do as the handle of the rules and regulations before we invite upon our quiz master is the Executive Director for the Young Investors Network. Okay, so yes, let's give ourselves a minute break before we actually... So yes, if you have any stretch, you can do it before we actually begin the contest. Thank you so much.
This is our third time actually participating in this quiz, and due to our previous experiences, we've been able to go back, do our homework well and our corrections, so we are coming back stronger and better.
I think last year we were very good, but yes, we got to quarterfinal.
And to everyone, if you want to learn about investments, financial literacy, this is the right place for you to be, because our children and our siblings and our brothers and sisters are doing very well. So in the next contest, as you can see, West African Senior High School, Corpus Christi, the rules are for financial analysis, round one is 7 questions each. 7 questions each. So that means that every round that we go is 7. Or every school is supposed to answer 7 questions. So we go around up to 7 questions. But for that one, there is a bonus. So if a school doesn't get it correct, the school knows the answer, can ring the bell. And if our able quiz master is able to get your attention, or you ring the bell first, he will call you for you to answer and get a bonus. Okay. Then round 2 is short case studies, practical short case studies, because we are educating the public, and doing that, we are giving them examples, things that clients face when they go to the industry. But this one, there's no bonus. It's also 7 questions with no bonus. Then our favorite one, which is the simulation. So all coaches should make sure that their computer, their laptop is ready, so that we can connect you online, okay, then you can connect to the platform. So you don't want to waste time so that we can trade efficiently. So for that one, it's 10 marks for the, if you have profits and you lead, it's 10 marks. If you are the one leading, it's 10 marks. Now, if you are second, okay, it's 6 marks. And if you are third, with positive third, that you are not making loss, it's 3 marks. But in case you are making loss or you are negative, it's 0. It's 0. Then we have the adaptive session. Then we have round 5, which is the true or false. I think 7 questions for the true or false, and 5 for the radius. The true or false is 2 marks. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much. And that was the Executive Director of the Young Investors Network, who goes by the name Mr. Joshua Mensah. So thank you. Please let's do it up for him once again. Thank you so much, sir. So a very quick reminder to our coaches, if throughout the course of the contest you have any charges that you would want to issue, we have our protest consults over here, so you can go and see them and they'll do the honor of reaching out to the judge up there. Thank you so much. Yes, and so our judge for the second round, he is an equity trader, an investment analyst. He is an old member of the Young Investors Network. And please, with a round of applause, let's welcome Mr. Godwin Kojo Odun. Please, until he gets onto the stage, we are not stopping clapping. Thank you so much, Mr. Godwin Kojo Odun. He is an equity trader. Thank you so much, Mr. Godwin. So yes, contestants, respectively, Corpus Christi, please mount the stage and take on to your seat. Apam Senior High School, please do the same. And West Africa Senior High School, equally do the same. I can feel the heat here. However, let's remember that it's a healthy contest. So, Quizmaster, over to you, sir. Please let the auditorium be quiet, please. All right, thank you so much.
Good afternoon to everybody here. I want to say thank you to everyone for waiting. We look forward to a very exciting contest. Let me start by introducing myself once more. My name is Godwin Odum, an equity trader and an investment analyst. I'm here to be the quiz master for contest 2 today, and I'll let the contesting schools introduce themselves, starting from West Africa Senior High School.
I'm Benson Maxwell.
I'm Eric Asari Khan.
I like the applause. I like the applause. One more. You are welcome, West Africa Senior High School. I wish you all the best in the contest. Next is Apam Senior High School, represented by...
Okay, so I'm Joseph Mensah.
I am Anita Fusia Boachi.
You are welcome, Apam Senior High School. I wish you all the best. And last but not least, Corpus Christi Senior High School, represented by
Michael Zomelo.
Michael Zomelo. Michael Zomelo.
Isabella Kwanzaa.
Judging by the applause, I hope it will not be a two-horse race between WAS and Corpus Christi. But okay, so contesting schools, I'm informed that if you are done talking, you have to turn off your microphone. Thank you. All right, so we'll quickly zoom into round one if you are all ready. Okay, so we'll begin with West Africa Senior High School. Your question, West Africa Senior High School. What is the relationship between the financial sector and economic growth?
So the relationship between financial system and economic development is that they depend on each other, such that they are interdependable. So the performance of the financial system triggers economic growth. So they both depend on each other and intercorrelate with each other.
Yes, I know they intercorrelate. That's why we are saying they have a relationship.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
but if you can give something further, yeah.
So the financial system empowers the economic system. So when the financial system sees a bloom, the entire economic system also sees a bloom. That is why they are said to be intercorrelated and interdependent.
Okay, I'll give it to you. Apam Senior High. Explain demand and supply in markets.
Demand refers to the state whereby a buyer is willing and able to buy a commodity at a given price within a given period of time. And then supply refers to the number of or the goods produced by a firm, like based on the demand and supply factors.
I'll give you 2. Corpus Christi, your question. How are interest rates determined?
Interest rates are determined by the central bank. The interest rate is the percentage or the amount of money an individual will receive, depending on whether he or she takes a loan or an investment. So it can be charged on the cost of the investment or the investment.
I'll give you 2. Next set of questions. First one goes to West Africa Senior High. Okay. Explain dividend policy.
So, dividend policy refers to the set of structures or mechanisms set up by an institution which spells out how they pay dividends to their shareholders. So, an example of a dividend policy is the stable dividend policy, which pays out regular dividends to shareholders in a fixed time interval.
Correct. Next question, Apam Senior High. Define government economic policy.
So, government economic policies, they are structures that are set up by the government to check on their economic growth.
Structures like?
Like, they are policies that are set to guide the economic growth of the country.
If you want me to give you all the marks, can you give me one of these policies? Just so I take your answer.
Like the fiscal policy.
Okay. Oh, he said it on the bell, so I'll give it to him. So let me answer that. So government economic policy uses tools like fiscal, that's taxes, spending, and monetary, interest rates, money supply, to achieve goals such as full employment, price stability, and growth. So I agree that there are policies put in place to help the economy, but you need to give me something. Thank you. Next question, Corpus Christi. What is fiscal policy?
Fiscal policies are the policies set by the government to regulate. Fiscal policies are the policies set by the government to monitor the money supply in the country using taxes and spending.
All right. Third set of questions. First one goes to West Africa Senior High School. What is the board of directors' responsibility?
So the board of directors, who are brought out by the shareholders, are responsible for overseeing and then managing the activities of the managers of the company, and then acting on behalf of shareholders of a company. So they set policies, and then they recruit members into the company, and then they set out the payout policies for the workers of the organization.
Correct. Next question, Apam Senior High. Define shareholders in governance. The role of shareholders in corporate governance.
Can simply be defined as part owners of an organization. And what they do is that they offer their money in return of a part share of the company's ownership.
It's the same one that you've given me in two different lines. I'll give them one. shareholders own parts of companies, but their main role is to also guide the company through their voting rights, especially at annual general meetings. Next question, Corpus Christi. What is a commodity exchange?
The commodity exchange is a regulated marketplace where agricultural products are traded backed by contracts. Examples of these agricultural products are precious metals like gold, silver, and etc.
Correct.
What do you say commodity exchange market?
Yes.
Next question. We are going to the fourth round of questions. The first one goes to West Africa Senior High School. Your question. What are mergers and acquisitions?
So mergers and acquisition is a kind of corporate action where one company known as the acquirer purchase the shares of another company known as the target company in order to gain ownership and also to become part owners and influence the company positively. So example of mergers and acquisition is when UT Brothers and the UAC merged to form the Unilever.
Correct. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Next question, Apam Senior High. Please, a little silence so that they can hear the question. Thank you. Thank you, I appreciate it. Next question, Apam Senior High. Define securities exchanges.
Securities exchange. This is when shareholders offer their money in exchange of securities or part ownership from companies.
I'll give it to them. Correct. So, my thing with Apam is they don't give me fine details. I want to be very fair with them, but they don't give me very fine details. But I'll give them this one. Let's go to the last question in this round. In the fourth round of questions, yeah. Corpus Christi. Explain Central Securities Depository.
The Central Security Depository is an institution that has the mandate of ensuring efficient clearing and settlement of securities and performing depository services.
Can I hear your answer again?
The Central Security Depository is an institution that has the mandate of ensuring efficient clearing and settlement of securities and performing depository services.
Correct. Fifth round of questions. Michael seems to be very popular. West Africa Senior High School, fifth set of questions. Explain rebalancing in portfolios.
So, rebalancing of portfolio refers to the regular adjustment of assets that can be done annually in a portfolio to maintain a desired level of risk and also maintain the stability of returns. So, with the portfolio rebalancing, let's take, for instance, 1 year, you allocate 50% to stocks, then 30% to mutual funds, and 20% to government bonds. Then you readjust the portfolio.
Silence. Thank you. Next school, Apam Senior High. Your question. Silence, so they get a question. What is capital structure? What is capital structure?
So capital structure refers to how money are being assigned to various types of security in the capital market.
No, for a bonus.
Capital structure is defined by a means by which a company uses debt and equities to finance its operation to maximize the value.
A question, Corpus Christi Senior High. Explain clearing and settlement. Explain clearing and settlement. Thank you.
Clearing are the various processes of confirming payment orders and matching them, while settlement is the exchange of money to the buyer and the security to the seller.
Right. To the penultimate set of questions before we end this round. West Africa Senior High. What is the role of payment systems in finance? Your question. What is the role of payment system in finance?
The payment system, also known as the plumbing system in the financial market, is whereby funds flow easily through services that are provided in the financial market. So the payment system establishes a robust and regime financial system where securities can be traded and facilitated easily. So with the payment system, so it is regulated by the Payment System Act 2003 as 668, which
Okay, you guys didn't give me a chance to answer, but it's correct. Apam Senior High School. Define personal investments.
Personal investments is when an individual commits his or her money into the capital market, like the stocks, to earn capital gains and dividends.
Correct. Corpus Christi, your question. Explain a corporate scandal. Explain corporate scandals.
Corporate scandals are situations where corporate law is broken and investment ethics are disrespected, leading to loss in respect for the company and embarrassment.
All right. Last set of questions. Last set of questions. Last set of questions. West Africa Senior High. What are best practices in corporate governance? What are best practices in corporate governance?
So, best practices in corporate governance refers to a set of practices that a company can indulge in to ensure that their corporate governance framework is well effective, and then it ensures that the company functions efficiently.
So, example of these practices is one.
I think you've been bailed out.
So, example of these best practices include the responsibilities of the board, disclosure and transparency, the role of investors, that's institutional investors, and investment markets, and also the equitable treatment of shareholders. And
It's correct. Yeah. Apam Senior High School, your question. What is blockchain in financial infrastructure?
The blockchain refers to the act of investing
for a bonus. Corpus Christi.
Blockchains are the various technological advancements in ICT that have complex algorithms, making the framework of the business more secure.
bonus is 1 point, right?
An example of a blockchain is...
No, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, correct for the bonus. Yeah. For your main question. For your main question, Corpus Christi, please silence, please. For your main question, what is the importance of financial planning in personal investments?
Financial planning helps an individual to allocate the needed resources into the right sectors to be able to achieve his or a financial goal. Financial?
Correct. And that brings us to the end of round 1. Thank you. Hello? 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 I hope you all can hear me. Contestants, I hope you can hear me too.
Yes.
Okay. So, before I even go to the results for round 1, there was a protest from Apam Senior High School. On the question, there was a role of shareholder in governance. Okay, so the question brings a qualifier there, in governance. In governance. The answer I got from your contestants was just referring to a shareholder giving money to the company. They didn't go further to say anything about the role they play in governance. Where when you buy shares, you get voting rights according to the number of shares that you hold. And then with these voting rights, you can determine the directorship of the company and the governance in general. So, to the results for round 1, Apam Senior High has 12 points. Corpus Christi has 21 points. And West Africa Senior High has 22 points. So we are going to round 2. Round 2 is case study, where I give you a case study, and then it's followed up by a question. And then I expect an answer from the contestants. So I think we will begin from West Africa Senior High School again. 7 set of questions. So the first set. Akosua wants to invest, but she has no emergency fund. Your question. Why should she build her emergency fund before investing?
So, Akosia needs to go for an emergency fund before she starts investing because in case of unforeseen uncertainties or circumstances, she can fall on her emergency fund or in a situation where the capital is lost as a result of volatility. She can have access to her funds so as to keep her secure and then financially stable.
Correct. Apam Senior. Richmond wants to invest in stocks, but fears losing money. Richmond, he wants to invest in stocks, but fears losing money. Your question, how can he manage the risks?
Okay, so Richmond can manage the risk by diversifying his portfolio. That's setting up some of his investment fund for contingency funds and other bonds so that he or she will...
Correct. Your question, Corpus Christi. A man promises Ajwa 60% monthly returns, guaranteed. Correct. Second set of questions. West Africa Senior High School, your case study. Tete wants to save for school fees due in 4 months. Tete wants to save for school fees due in 4 months. Your question, should he invest in stocks? Why or why not?
So Tete should not invest in stocks because stocks are for medium term, and then Tete has short-term needs. So the stocks will not be able to provide him with the liquidity needs he will need to fund his education.
Correct. Apam Senior High School. Mariama finds an investment firm promising 40% monthly returns. She checks their website, but cannot find their name on the SEC's licensed list. What should she do?
Okay, so Mariama can report to the Securities and Exchange Commissions to avoid her from being fraud.
And also to avoid investing in such investment.
I'll give you half. Corpus Christi, your question. Kojo's stockbroker tells him he can guarantee profits on a stock purchase, Why is this behavior problematic under SEC rules? His stockbroker has promised him guaranteed returns.
This behavior is problematic because profits cannot be guaranteed. Hence, he's giving false information to his client and he's breaking ethics.
Correct. Next set of questions. West Africa Senior High School. An employee of a listed company tells his friend that their company will soon be urges him to buy shares quickly. An employee of a listed company tells his friend his company will be listed and advise him to buy shares quickly. Your question: which SEC rule is being violated?
So the ethical rule being violated is that the employee violates the rule of upholding the integrity of the market and then commits insider trading because he gives his friend information which is non-public.
Correct. Apam Senior High School. Your question. Please put in energy. I want to see energy. Okay. Amma is considering buying a corporate bond from a company whose financials are not strong. What is the main risk she faces? She's buying corporate bond from a company with weak financials. Okay, let me repeat the question. Amma is considering buying a corporate bond from a company whose financials are not strong. Your question: what is the main risk she faces?
The credit risk.
Let me give you a chance to explain. Credit risks. You want to explain credit risks?
Okay, in the sense that maybe, like, she investing in the corporate bond with low or their investment not performing well. When he or she, when she invests in the corporate bond, the risk. The credit risk I was talking about is the corporate entity not being able to offer their obligation. That's not having enough fund to.
Correct. So for Apam, I would say that I really want to see them go a little bit further, because they are almost getting the question right, but they don't go further to, because we are educating the people out there. It's not just about getting it right or wrong. So if you say credit risks, someone might not know what credit risks is. So that's why I gave you the chance to explain before I give you the points. Thank you. Corpus Christi, your question. A group of investors intentionally buys and sells shares of the same company among themselves to push the price up. Your question. What is the practice called and how does SEC handle it?
This practice is called pump and dump. And it 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 is uh, it is it is wrong for companies to do that. Hence, they will be punished by the Security and Exchange Commission, or their licenses may be revoked.
I'll give them half. Fourth set of questions. West Africa Senior High School. Just a moment. Okay, I'm ready. Are you ready? I like the fans coming for your school as well. Can I hear another round of applause for... Okay. The board of a GSE-listed bank approves a CEO's proposal to expand into digital banking without independent review, leading to cybersecurity breaches and a 20% share price drop. Shareholders demand accountability, citing poor oversight. Do you want me to go over? Yeah, okay. I should go over. The board of a GSE-listed bank approves a CEO's proposal to expand into digital banking without independent review, leading to cybersecurity breaches and a 20% share price drop. Shareholders demand accountability, citing poor oversight. Your question. Assess the corporate governance failures in this decision and propose reforms to strengthen board independence and risk oversight.
Okay, so the company lacks board independence and objectivity, and then there is no accountability in the company. So this problem can be fixed by the introduction of non-executive directors who have no ties in the production or the processes of the company and can therefore influence their decisions positively and then increase the independence of the board of directors of the company.
Correct. Apam Senior High School. I'm ready. Are you ready? Are you ready? All right. Your scenario. During an economic boom in Ghana, consumer spending rises sharply, leading to a 5% inflation rate. The Bank of Ghana responds by increasing interest rates to 18%, affecting mortgage borrowers who see monthly payments rise by 500 Ghana cedis on average. During an economic boom in Ghana, consumer spending rises sharply, pushing inflation to 5%. The central bank responds with an interest rate of 18%, affecting mortgage borrowers. Your question. Analyze the economic implications of this monetary policy response and its effects on different sectors. Analyze the economic implications of this monetary policy response and its effects on different sectors, including recommendations for borrowers.
Okay, so the policy implemented by the policy implemented by the commercial bank, the central bank, will help reduce the inflation percentage. That's causing the people not to go in for more loans, which will reduce the supply of money in the economy.
Correct. Your question, Corpus Christi. An individual saves 1,000 Ghana cedis monthly in a mutual fund at 10% annual return for 10 years, accumulating 200,000 Ghana cedis suddenly. Let me go over the scenario again. An individual saves 1,000 Ghana cedis monthly in a mutual fund at 10% annual return for 10 years, accumulating 200,000 Ghana cedis. Suddenly, inflation spikes to 8%, eroding real value. Your question. Analyze the impact of inflation on this savings plan and suggest adjustments to preserve purchasing power.
Okay. So, please can you go over the question again?
Analyze the impact of
The whole scenario.
an individual saves 1,000 Ghana cedis monthly in a mutual fund at 10% annual return for 10 years, accumulating 200,000 Ghana cedis. Suddenly, inflation spikes to 8%, eroding real value. Eroding real value. You got that side. So your question. Analyze the impact of inflation on the savings plan and suggest adjustment to preserve purchasing power.
Inflation will reduce the purchasing power of the individual and eat away his or her money, since he or she earns 10% annually and inflation rate being at 8%. Also, to manage this, the individual is encouraged to invest in other business or investment ventures that can give a higher higher interest rate. For example, stocks and others.
Correct. Fifth set of questions. Fifth set of questions. The first one, West Africa Senior High School. Your scenario. A firm's board ignores shareholder proposals for ESG. A firm's board ignores shareholder proposals for ESG reporting, focusing solely on short-term profits, resulting in a scandal over environmental violations and a 15% stock drop. Your question. Evaluate the governance shortcomings and recommend ESG integration strategies. Evaluate the governance shortcomings and recommend ESG integration strategies.
Okay, so one of the shortcomings is that since they ignored ESG focused funds or investments and they rely solely on short term, it might affect their environmental, it might impose certain environmental regulations on them, which might affect their returns. And also, with the ESG focused integration, they must integrate ESG as part of their policies in order to strengthen their impact on the environment, like sustainable energy, renewable energy.
Correct. Your question, Apam Senior High. A professional advisor recommends high-risk derivatives to a conservative retiree seeking stable income, resulting in 25% portfolio loss. Your question, assess the ethical breach and suggest remediation for the advisor and clients. A professional advisor recommends high-risk derivatives to a conservative retiree seeking stable income, resulting in 25% portfolio loss. Assess the ethical breach and suggest remediation for the advisor and clients.
So the retiree has no active income. So when the manager advised him to involve in a high risk stock something, he or she.
So the retiree won't be getting regular income. So we advise the retiree to invest in money markets like fixed income, which has low risk and high liquidity.
Correct. Your question, Corpus Christi. A company's shareholders vote against a merger, citing dilution risks, but the board proceeds via loopholes, leading to lawsuits. A company's shareholders vote against a merger, citing dilution risks, but the board proceeds via loopholes, leading to lawsuits. Your question, evaluate governance issues and recommend shareholder protection measures. Evaluate the governance issues and recommend shareholder protection measures.
What happened here is minority oppression. Hence, I encourage the shareholders to go to court and request for a buyout remedy to force the company to buy their shares at a fair price. Thank you.
Can I get your answer again?
What happened here is called minority oppression. Hence, I encourage the shareholders to go to court to file for a buyout remedy to encourage or force the majority to buy their shares at a fair price.
Okay. So you gave me shareholder protection, what they can do. But the question is in two folds. Evaluate the governance issues here.
The governance issue here is that shareholders are not respected. Their decisions and the minority decisions are not respected. That's why I said minority oppression.
I'll give them half. Next set of questions. Next set of questions. The penultimate. Please, let there be silence so we can move fast. I really appreciate that. West Africa Senior High School. Your question for this set. Ghana's payment system faces a cyber attack, delaying settlements and causing 5 million Ghana cedis in losses for banks. Your question. Analyze infrastructure vulnerabilities and propose enhancements for resilience. Please, let there be silence, because if they don't hear the question, I'm tempted or forced to repeat the question, and it delays all of us. And I don't want it to seem like I'm not being fair.
So
anybody who doesn't hear the question, I try and read it over for them. But if there is silence, I'm sure we can all move faster with this. So, West Africa Senior High. Ghana's payment system faces a cyber attack, delaying settlements and causing 5 million Ghana cedis in losses for banks. Analyze infrastructure vulnerabilities and propose enhancements for resilience.
So the loophole here is that the payment system infrastructure is outdated, and then the cyber of the Ghana payment systems is not robust, and then it is not technologically updated for the system. So it enables people to be able to have access and then hack the system and then commit cyber crimes. So this can be managed by increasing their technological advancement and then learning from other advanced companies.
Correct. Apam.
So it will lead to unequal distribution of funds or money. So what they can do is that they should set up companies in rural areas so that they can also have jobs to gain funds to help reduce the inequality.
Correct. Corpus Christi, your question. Let me start with the scenario. With oil price drops, Ghana's export revenues fall 20%, widening trade deficit to 2 billion Ghana cedis and depreciating cedi by 10%. With oil price drops, Ghana's export revenues fall 20%, widening trade deficit to 2 billion Ghana cedis and depreciating cedi by 10%. Analyze balance of payment effects and policy responses.
The balance of payment will have a negative effect because its import will be more than its export. So there should be export substitution industries that should be established to help create local industries that can export more goods and services, increasing the exports within the country.
Correct. Last set of questions for this round. West Africa Senior High School. Your scenario. A settlement system upgrade reduces T+3 to T+1. but initial glitches cause 2 million Ghana cedis errors. A settlement system upgrade reduces T plus 3 to T plus 1, but initial glitches cause 2 million Ghana cedi errors. Your question: analyze efficiency gains versus implementation risks. The gains of the upgrade and then the risks.
So the system upgrade reduced the trading days from T plus 3 to T plus 1, which means that the investors will have more, will have to use less time to be able to purchase or sell their securities. So this has increased the efficiency of the market because it will increase the liquidity available in the market because less days will be used to transfer or purchase securities. And then this has caused a loss of 2 million. So the system upgrade has caused the system, the settlement system a loss of 2 million Ghana cedis, and then they can fix the loopholes to increase the efficiency of the settlement system.
Correct. Apam Senior, young investor ignores diversification, putting all in one stock that crashes 40%. Young investor ignores diversification, putting all in one stock that crashes 40%. Your question: analyze portfolio mistakes and rebuilding strategies.
So the young investor invested all his investment funds into one bucket, which caused the market risk of him losing his investment fund. So we advise he diversifies his portfolios into bonds and then investments with low risks and high liquidity.
Correct. The last question for this round goes to Corpus Christi Senior High. Your scenario: broker uses client funds for personal trades without permission, causing losses. Broker uses client funds for personal trades without permission, causing losses. Your question: evaluate legal or ethical violations and firm controls.
The legal or ethical rule breach here is conflict of interest, where the broker did not act in the interest of his customer and rather used the funds for personal gain. And hence the customers must report to the Securities and Exchange Commission for the broker's license to be revoked. Or
I'll give them half for this. And that brings us to the end of round 2. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm happy I'm not seeing protest on my phone for round 2. Although I heard a lot of noise in the hall. Round 2 was very tough. Round 2, it was very tough. Yes. So here are the results after round 2. Apam Senior High has 31.5. Corpus Christi has 37.5. And West Africa Senior High has 43 points. We'll be going to round 3, which is the round for simulation. Yes, thank you.
This is our third time actually participating in this quiz, and
Ladies and gentlemen, I think the contestants are ready for round 3. The audience, you have to also be ready by giving us a bit of silence. So this is round 3 stock simulation round. The stock simulation round gives students hands-on experience in investing by simulating real-world stock market scenarios. Participants manage virtual portfolios, analyze financial data, and make strategic investment decisions in a risk-free environment. I hope you all got that. So the objective is to build financial literacy and understanding of stock markets, to develop analytical and critical thinking skills, encourage strategic decision-making and risk management, foster teamwork, healthy competition, and confidence in investing. And last but not least, inspire a long-term investment mindset among young investors. So this round bridges theory and practice. What they've been able to answer round 1, round 2, it's time to put it into practice in round 3. Preparing students to navigate financial markets and make informed investment choices confidently. So contestants, you have your laptops in front of you. You've been given a portfolio to trade on and to make returns. Just like was stated earlier, you have to do your best to give a positive return on the portfolio. Negative return results in 0 points. Positive return, depending on your ranking, if you come first, you get 10 points. If you come second, you get 6 points. And if you are third, you get 3 points. So all the best to all schools.
All right, thank you very much, Ebo Quizmaster. So this is what you are supposed to do. We are going to reset the system. All accounts will be deleted. Okay, so now, as you can all see, there is no trader in the system. So this is what you are supposed to do. You are going to create a new account using your school's name, right? So please, let's do that. Thank you. So, contestants, as you can see, just like our quizmaster said, when you rank first with a positive portfolio, you get 10 marks. When you rank second with a positive portfolio, you get 6 marks. And when you rank third, you get 3 marks. But then with a negative portfolio, you get 0 for that. So as you can see, we have only Apam Senior High, Corpus Christi, and then WAS on the leaderboard. So we have a timer set to 15 minutes. When it's 15 minutes, the market is going to be closed. And then you halt your trading. So are you ready? Okay, so open the market. Okay, you can trade now. is closed.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello. All right, silence, please. Ladies and gentlemen, judging from the noise, I think everybody understood the rules of engagement. So we see Corpus Christi. Sorry, hello. Please, silence. Thank you so much. I appreciate. We see Corpus Christi coming third with a negative return of 9.35, which gives them 0 points. Apam Senior High comes in second with negative return of 1.62, also recording 0 points. And then we have the West Africa Senior High School recording a positive return of 0.23, giving them first place and all 10 points. So, at the end of the simulation round, before I even announce the results, I'll say that trading is very difficult. It takes a lot of mental energy, mental stress, and I would say this case here I've done very well. To record returns on portfolios, it's not easy. Let's clap for them. So at the end of round 3, these are the results. Please, silence so everyone hears the results. Apam Senior High has 31.5 points. Corpus Christi has 37.5 points. And West Africa Senior High has 50. Please, this is not a comfortable lead situation. Let's get to the end of the contest and we can all celebrate. West Africa Senior High has 53 points. The next round is advisory. The advisory round. So our gallant contestants here have been able to do some trading, put into practice what they know. At this point, we'll see what they can do when it comes to giving investment advice to get the best of returns. So we'll be going to round 4 shortly. Thank you. Okay, so to give us their presentation, Apam Senior High School. Please be Apam Senior High School. Please be informed and take notes. Every school has 10 minutes in this round for their presentation. 10 minutes. Thank you.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. All protocols observed. We are investments from Apam Senior High School. And we are here to advise Mr. Owusu, a retiree, on how to structure his portfolio to give him regular returns while keeping his capital safe. And I am Stephanie Edna Nyoko Honga. And my co-presenter is Anita Fusua Boachi.
Okay, thank you. So, as she said already, we are investments from Apam Senior High School. And we are here to advise Mr. Owusu, who is a retiree and wants to get a steady, reliable income to support his retirement lifestyle. So how are we going to help Mr. Owusu? We are trying to understand Mr. Owusu's goals, since he wants to get a steady and reliable income. So Mr. Owusu is a retiree who wants a steady and reliable income and has 200,000 Ghanaian cedis in his savings account. And his need is to a predictable monthly and quarterly income. And we are here to help him achieve his goals and aims. So Mr. Owusu says, I want a steady income without taking high risks, meaning he is a low risk tolerated, wants a fixed income, guaranteed returns, or highly stable investment. So we advise Mr. Owusu to invest in. We advise Mr. Owusu to invest in a 3-bucket investment plan that, as InvestSmart Consult, we've planned for him. So with our 3-bucket investment plan, it is an investment plan which would help Mr. Owusu to get his steady and reliable income that he wants. So now, the first bucket is a short-term bucket, which is very low risk. It has a very low risk, and it can be a money market fund, which has a short-term government bond to ensure quick access and principal preservation, since he wants his capital to be still preserved. So the purpose of this bucket is to cover immediate expenses for the next 1 to 3 years. And some of the key features of this investment plan, which is the bucket 1,
is for short-term investment needs, low-risk asset classes, ensuring safety of investment capital. And this is a very liquid, meaning changing his assets into money won't be a difficult something. So we advise he invest 10% of his investment fund, which will amount to 20,000 Ghana cedis, into the bucket 1. So we also move to the bucket 2, which is a moderate risk investment like bonds, dividend-paying stocks, and other income-focused assets. So this bucket is intended to provide some stability and moderate returns. The purpose of this bucket is to provide for his expenses within 4 to 10 years. And some of the key features of this bucket is for minimum term investment needs, income producing, meaning he will get his steady and reliable income that he seeks for. So we advise he invest 60% of his investment fund, which will amount to 120,000 Ghana cedis. We move to our third bucket, which is a higher risk, growth-oriented investments like stocks and diversified mutual funds, as there is more time to ride out market fluctuations. So the purpose of this bucket is to generate growth and beat inflation over the long time, covering beyond 10 years. So some of the key features of this bucket is long-term oriented and protects his investment fund against inflation. So with the third bucket, we advise he invest 30% of his investment fund, which sums up to 60,000 Ghana cedis. So this is just a simple pie chart showing how we advise Mr. Usu to invest his investment fund. So you can see from here, the first bucket contains the safety bucket, second bucket 60%, and then the last bucket is 30%. The reason why you can see that the second bucket has more funds is because Mr. Usu made that known to us that he wants a steady income, meaning income that comes regularly, not any income that he will get it this month and next month he is not getting. So we recommend a suitable income-generating investment options like the government securities because it is the highest safety investment we can advise him to put his money into. So under the government securities, we have treasury bills, which can be the 91 days, 182 days, or 364 days. This government securities has a very low risk, and it is highly liquid. And the returns on this government security is 20 to 30% per annum, depending on the tenor. And it is good for short-term liquidity. We also advise, under the government security, we also advise him to invest in government notes or bonds, which ranges from 2 to 5 years, and provides a semi-annual interest payment, and also good for his steady income that he aims for. Also, market funds or mutual funds. This has a very low risk and easy to withdraw your returns. It also has monthly or quarterly income. We also advise him to invest in corporate bonds, which is top rated by the Ghana Stock Exchange, and it is suitable for higher returns than the treasury bills we earlier recommended. So I'll pass on the microphone to my colleague to explain the table here.
So the table here shows a proposed portfolio allocation strategy. So the treasury bills and the fixed deposits, we allocate 5% each, which will amount to 10,000 each. And the rationale behind this is because it has liquidity and safety. Then government bonds, corporate bonds, then the income or balance mutual funds each, which will amount to 40,000 Ghana cedis because they have income and stability. Then stocks or equities or real estate investment trust will allocate 20% and 10% respectively, which will also amount to 40,000 Ghana cedis and 20,000 Ghana cedis respectively. And this is because they protect against inflation and they also grow, which will amount to the 200,000 Ghana cedis he's investing. So the expected risks and the returns on the instruments we proposed. So the government bonds, they have very low risks and also return approximately 18 to 24% per annum, and they have medium liquidity. Then the money market fund is recommended because they have very low risks also, and they also return approximately 15 to 25% per annum, and they have very high liquidity, and there is easy withdrawal. Then corporate bonds, they also have moderate rates, which depends on the issuer's strength, and also return 18 to 25% per annum, approximately. Then they also have very high liquidity rates. Dividend stocks, their rates are also moderate, and they return 10 to 15% approximately. Capital appreciation, plus 5 to 10% dividend yield per annum. Then high liquidity, because they can sell very early. So the strategies for capital preservation, inflation protection, and quarterly income planning. So the laddering strategy, which will reduce the interest rate risks. Invest in treasury bills and notes with different maturity days. 91 days, 182 days, 364 days, 2 years and 3 years, because they ensure continuous rollover and income. Then quarterly income plan, government bonds, which are semi-annual coupon payments, then money market funds, monthly or quarterly payouts. He should invest in them. Then to protect from inflation, he should also invest in small equity allocation in MTN, BOPB, and the Ghana GCB, which is Ghana Commercial Bank. And this will help keep portfolio pace with the rising cost of living in the country. Capital preservation. And with the capital preservation, will help me by not allowing him to trade in Forex, no crypto, or any speculative stocks on the market, and avoid long-term locked products with high penalties. Monitoring and rebalancing guidance. So the monitoring schedule. Monthly, we'll review their money market statements. Quarterly, we will review their dividend and bond income. And semi-annually, we'll review he will review his portfolio with us. Then annually, we'll rebalance if the allocation drifts more than 5 to 10%. Rebalancing strategy. So if the stocks grow too much, we'll take profits and move it back into the treasury bills, which are the T-bills. And if interest rate rises, we'll shift more funds into government securities. Then if the emergency funds drop, we'll refill them from the income and from other investments. Then the funds from the bucket 2 and 3 that have grown would be used to top up bucket 1 to ensure that 1 to 2 years of expenses are always covered. To conclude, we structured Mr. Owusu's 200,000 to generate continuous income while keeping his principals safe. And the stocks we invested in will protect against inflation. Thank you.
Thank you, Apam Senior High School. Next to present is Corpus Christi Senior High School. Thank you.
Don't worry. All right. Relax. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are members of the Investments for Growth Advisory Team from Corpus Christi. And today, we would be guiding Mr. Owusu on how to invest his savings. Next one. So meet Mr. Owusu. He's a retired professional with 200,000 Ghana cedis in savings and wants to generate a steady and regular income whilst preserving his capital. Next one, please. Now, to ensure that our recommendations were aligned with Mr. Owusu's goals, we conducted a detailed profile assessment of Mr. Owusu. In this assessment, we identify his risk appetite, his lifestyle considerations, his goals, and his financial capacity. Through this, we were able to determine that Mr. Owusu wanted to generate steady and regular income for a period of 15 years that will be able to replace his prior active work income and support his living. However, due to his low risk tolerance, he wants to avoid high risk investments that could lead to a potential loss of capital. Based on this information, we designed a portfolio that adhered to a conservative income strategy, prioritizing highly liquid, low volatile assets that generate predictable cash flows. For our clients, growth was a secondary concern, as his capital was used primarily to hedge against inflation. Now, based on a conservative profile and the need for reliable income in the market, we judged the following options suitable for Mr. Owusu to invest in. And these options were the government treasury instruments for safety, fixed deposits for liquidity and predictable yields, money market mutual funds for diversification, and balanced funds for modest growth and protection against inflation. However, with Mr. Owusu's strict requirements on capital safety and steady income, his investment or his portfolio allocation was heavily weighted towards fixed income and cash equivalents, with 10% of his investment fund being placed into cash and fixed deposits for safety, 45% being placed into treasury instruments for, 10% being placed into cash and fixed deposits for emergencies, 45% being placed into treasury instruments for safety, 25% being placed into money market mutual funds for diversification, and 20% being placed into balanced funds for safety. For growth and protection. Okay. Now, however, there were some expected returns, liquidities, and returns, risks that we had to consider from this investment strategy. For instance, he would be expecting an average return rate of 11% from a 91-day treasury bill, 12% from a 182-day treasury bill, and 13% from a 364-day treasury bill, with his main concern being that the risks of bond prices falling due to a rise in the interest rates risks. He would also be getting an average of 5 to 7% from fixed deposits, with his main concern being that of the securing a lower rate when the deposit matures. Also, he would be expecting returns of 32% if he were to invest in EDC Ghana, and 25% if he were to invest in Stanbic Cash Trust, with his main risks being that of risks of default by the issuing banks. He would also be getting an expected returns rate of 10 to 25% from fixed income, with his main risk being that the equity portion can fluctuate. Go back. However, all of these options do not have the same liquidity risks. For instance, treasury instruments have a moderate liquidity rate because of the fact that analyzed. And then also, finally, money market funds and balanced funds have a high liquidity rate due to the fact that they can be redeemed daily and weekly. The proposed allocation achieves capital preservation through the dominance of sovereign debt due to the fact that 45% of his savings is being placed into the government bonds and government bills. His investment or his capital is assured the highest level of security, of safety in the market. And 35% of his allocation of his capital is being placed into money market funds and fixed deposits, which ensures that a significant portion of his capital is kept highly stable and easily accessible. Now, since Mr. Owusu's risk tolerance is low, we could not fight against inflation with aggressive growth assets. Hence, we came up with a smart and more stable way to fight against increased inflation risks. One was the fixed income laddering, where we spread the maturity date of T-bills and FDRs in the time periods of 3 months, 6 months, and 1 year, to ensure that a portion of his capital is always available to invest in a higher interest rate in case inflation rises. And the 20% allocation of his capital to the balance funds ensures that that portion of his capital is provided exposure into growth assets that historically have outperformed inflation for over a long term. Next slide, please. Now, to ensure that Mr. Owusu receives regular returns, we structured a quarterly income strategy for him. First, where we purchased T-bills and T-bonds with a maturity period of 3 months. Also, the funds in his money market mutual fund can be redeemed monthly to support his daily expenses. Finally, when selecting his balance fund, we considered ones that distribute his income on a quarterly or biannually basis to further structure his cash flow. Now, we recommended to Mr. Owusu that he should review his profile quarterly to check if his income is sufficient for him, and to see if the values of the fixed income and balanced funds are stable. We also introduced Mr. Owusu to simple tools such as the Bamboo and IC Wealth to monitor his earnings. All right, so we also recommended to our clients about when to rebalance his strategy. We use the scenario of balanced funds, where if the balanced fund component was to increase in its performance and increase in its share price percentage, we were to sell the surplus and then place it into government bonds so that they can be locked in for gains and maintain his safety targets. However, if this same balanced fund component was